Christmas isn't always the most wonderful time of the year. Stay tuned so we can talk about it on today's edition of Liberty at Home. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to our latest edition of Liberty at Home. Today we're busy baking Christmas cookies in the break room here at ECAT Studios. And let me tell you, Pillsbury cookies really don't bake well in the microwave. But in the meantime, I wanted to take some time out from our lightheartedness to talk about a very serious issue, and that's dealing with loss during the holidays. Before Thanksgiving in 2014, my mom passed away from a brief but difficult battle with cancer. For the first time in my life, I was faced with a holiday season that looked unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. During that time of grief, I wrote a column for the Easton Journal titled, "An Empty Seat for Christmas." Today, I offer it to you, praying that if you have an empty seat at your table this year, it will bring an encouragement to your soul. An Empty Seat for Christmas by Pastor Adam Rivero. This year, at the Rivero house, there's an empty seat at the table for Christmas. Recently, my mother passed away after a 6-month battle with cancer. My father, wife, children, and myself have all been grieving over the past several weeks at her passing. She was an amazing woman who we loved very much. Our faith has brought us comfort and strength in a dark time, but the holidays just have still been difficult for us so far. At times, it feels like we're just going through the motions, doing many of the same traditions that we always enjoyed for Thanksgiving and Christmas, but without the same festivity as before. Things just feel off. It's an odd feeling to deal with. Yet, I know our family's not the only one in this position. Each year, countless families deal with heartbreaking situations that make the holidays difficult. For some, it's a death in the family. For others, it's a grave health issue. And still others deal with deep loneliness and depression that only worsens during the holidays. Folks in these situations are often welcomed with common seasonal greetings like Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. But often these sayings don't make us merry or happy at all. They just serve as a reminder of the void in our lives. This year, if you have an empty seat at your table or an empty place in your heart, consider this. Jesus Christ desires to have a personal relationship with you. In fact, He gave His life on the cross to pay for our sins and reconcile us to the Father. Hebrews 7:25 tells us that Jesus is also able to save them to the uttermost that come unto God by Him, seeing He liveth ever to make intercession for them. This verse tells us that Jesus not only wants to save us, but also would like to intercede for us. That word intercede means that He desires to intervene on our behalf. When we have times of great difficulty, He comes to our aid. Jesus Himself said in Matthew 11:29 and 30, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." This doesn't mean that the pain and heartache just magically disappear. However, it does mean that we can take that pain and heartache and give it to Christ, and He will bear it on our behalf. What an amazing God. It's my prayer that during this Christmas season, as we consider the Prince of Peace, that we can rest in the peace of God, which Philippians 4:7 passes all understanding. Well, as we close this edition of Liberty at Home, I want to thank you for tuning in, as always, to our weekly broadcast. And as we're now fully into the Christmas season, I want to invite you to make Liberty Baptist Church your home for the holidays. We meet every Sunday and Wednesday at 800 Washington Street, right here in Easton. To learn more about us, go to mylibertybaptist.org, or you can find us on YouTube or Facebook. Well, this is Pastor Adam Rivero, reminding you that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. We'll see you next week, right here on ECAT, on Liberty at Home.